All praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, in sincerity and truth with this great gospel coming out of our Bible. Coming out of our Bible, and we're going to kick it off with the Bible. I'm going to go to the book of Matthew 5, verse 16. It says, "Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven," right? I'm reading again. "Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall not in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled." Till all be fulfilled. And what was the prophets talking about? What was the prophets mainly speaking about? Right, the end of this present evil kingdom that we're in. Right, they were talking about the kingdom they're in, but also they were seeing the end. Right, they were seeing the end. What the scriptures say? It's 2 Timothy 3 verse 1. It says, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come." Right? Aren't we in the last days? Right? We definitely are in the last days, right? Let's go to this perilous. Right? Perilous. Full of danger or risk. Right? That's what's coming. Dangerous times, hazardous times, risky, unsafe, treacherous. Right? Uncertain, insecure, critical, desperate, right? At risk. That's the times we're coming into. A lot of people going to be in danger. A lot of people going to be desperate. Right? A lot of people going to be unsafe. A lot of people going to be vulnerable. Right? A lot of people going to end up in a critical condition due to what the violence that the Lord's about to unleash in this society, right? We are definitely in the times of what? Purging. The times of purging. That's why Esau done unleash what his military. Esau done unleash narcotics and drugs, and Esau done took away jobs and opportunity. Right? Things that people trusted in are vanishing in this system. So the only thing is left is what? Angry, desperate, right? Violent people. Violent people. And they pushing that purge scenario all through Babylon the Great.
Let me tell you something. When the white man catch a cold, the black man catch a flu. We in an economic crisis right now. Let me tell you just how bad it is, man. The banks that you put your money in right now, the banks that got your money, the one you Apple paying, Cash App and PayPal and selling, they just borrowed money from the Federal Reserve. They don't got no money right now. But wait, it get worse. NASA just announced that we running out of oxygen on Earth right now. So we running out of money and we running out of air. So think about this, right? You talking about planning a girls trip for Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving. You know y'all be doing all these girls trips. Y'all trying to go to goddamn London somewhere. They done cut the goddamn traffic control check.
Yeah, these women don't know what the fuck going on. These women ain't seen nothing. Right? The Lord did not give the woman knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. Right? What he gave her? A spirit of a thought, a spirit of a do what you want to do. And he gave her over to Satan. He gave her over to Satan. When you go back to Eve, right? It says, Proverbs 9 verse 13, "A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing." Right? These women, they don't know what the fuck is going on in this society. They don't see that this system is collapsing. It's not going to bounce back. Right? They still begging for that government assistance. They still going down to Egypt for assistance. They still thinking that this place is really the kingdom of heaven in their mind. Because a woman is liberated, she can do what she want to do. She's so-called freed in this system. Free to what? Bring this system down, right? One of the main issues in this present system we're living in is what? Women. Right? Women done took over certain businesses. Women done took over the police stations, and what happened? Everything fell apart. DJT came in and he started firing all them women. He started firing a lot of women. Right? It says a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. She don't know shit.
Today, the Trump administration told states to immediately undo any actions to provide food stamps. What are you hearing from organizers there and from people looking for food to feed themselves and their families?
There's a lot of frustration here today. We're at Bethel Original Church in Decatur, Georgia. This is the Food to Life organization providing all kinds of food for people here at the church and around the community. Fresh produce like apples and pineapple and cucumbers and avocado. Amazing amount of food for the people who need it most right now, but some say it may not be enough as these SNAP benefits have now, they've gone without their SNAP benefits for more than a month. A lot of frustration, but you have a community willing to help. Take a listen.
This helps, it helps us a lot. It may not be much, but it helps. Anything helps. You're down to your last loaf of bread. You're down to, the last box of cereal or no cereal at all. Or you have to go to the grocery store with the little bit of money you do have and figure out, am I going to get milk or am I going to get cereal? Am I going to get bread? Am I going to get eggs? When you have a family, it's hard.
42 million.
Or no cereal at all. Or you have to go to the grocery store with the little bit of money you do have and figure out, am I going to get milk or am I going to get cereal? Am I going to get bread? Am I going to get eggs? When you have a family, it's hard. 42 million people receive SNAP benefits around the country. Here in Georgia, a little more than 1 million. And
right, these people don't realize this is the end of this system. It's the end of this system. And I was watching the Elder Malcolm and the bishops in Chicago. And Elder Malcolm said, look, ain't no fucking jobs. Ain't no goddamn jobs. It's a lot of brothers is looking for jobs. The 2/3 looking for jobs. The heathens looking for jobs. Ain't no jobs, man. Them jobs is collapsing. Right? That spirit of Babylon the Great is collapsing, right? It's just come down and sit in dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. Right? What made this place tender and delicate? Opportunity. Right? That's why these people came to this country. Opportunity. So now the opportunity is vanishing. What's rising? Violence, anger, hatred, division, separation, home invasion. Right? One people versus another. Right? And it's going to get fucking worse. Right? I'm reading again. It says 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last day perilous times shall come. And we're looking for these things. We're looking for what? Full of danger or risk. We're looking for unsafe. These people won't be unsafe, right? Because why? They chose to be part of this system, right? The Lord is collapsing the system and anything that was attached to this system, right? These people are going to be uncertainty, right? That's why it talks about where you have no assurance of your life, right? You're going to wake up and the door is going to be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. That's what's coming, right? 2 Ezra 9:11, it says, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet the place of repentance was open unto them, understood not but despised it, right? We've been telling these people, starting with the elders, the apostles, and the prophets before, right? Warning the people, blowing that trumpet, telling them what's coming. Oh, you niggas are crazy. Go get a job. Now, motherfucker, you go get a job. Yeah, you go get a job. You broke. Going to a fucking church looking for food ass motherfucker now. That's what you do. That's what you dealing with. Pretty soon you about to cook a loved one ass motherfucker. Yeah, you about to eat a neighbor ass motherfucker, right? It says, I'm gonna read it again. 2 Ezra 9:11. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet the place of repentance was open unto them, right? While the prophets was telling you what's coming, while the prophets was giving you a direction to go to what? Safety, right? The only place you're going to be safe is in your house, by Hashem Yahushai. Ain't no other place, right? It says here in the book of Psalms 91:1, it says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Right? What's that secret place? And His truth. And His truth, you know His name, you know His Son's name, and you're going to go to those, you're going to call on those names, right? And if you're the elect, you're going to be saved. Psalms 91:1, it says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say unto the Lord, He is my refuge in my fortress. You see, we going to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for refuge. We're going to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for fortress and to be safe, right? It says, put on the whole armor of the Lord. It's truth, right? Where they going to? They going to Babylon the Great. They going to churches. They going to their churches looking for food. They going to their food banks. They going to Esau Edom. They about to take a chip pretty soon, just to continue in this society so they don't lose their position of being what motherfucking nothing. God damn it! If you ain't elite in this society, you ain't shit. And the society is dying. So are these elites, a bunch of old decrepit crackers, right? It says, I will say of the Lord Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence, right? He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. What? His truth. That's what we're using to protect ourselves. His truth. And we done became an enemy to these motherfuckers because we have told them the truth. Right? We done became an enemy to the world because we speak what? Truth. Right? They want to hear lies. They want to hear deceit. They want to hear things that are appeasing to their thoughts, right? Because the Lord then gave their minds over to a wicked vibration, right? They don't want to see the kingdom of heaven. They want to see Esau ruling so they can continue to pay taxes, continue to go to 9 to fucking 5 and be a slave in this devil's society. So, man, guess what? Let them perish. Let them perish. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. When the missiles start rocking this bitch, there's going to be a lot of dead motherfuckers. There's going to be a lot of dead peoples, right? And guess what? The elect going to be delivered, right? He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be the shield and buckler, thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, right? What is that talking about? The missiles, they coming. Why do you think DJT is testing nuclear missiles? Vladimir Putin, nuclear missiles. North Korea, fat nigga with a fucked up haircut, nuclear missiles, right? All these nations, they're preparing for what? Nuclear destruction, right? It says, nor the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noonday, right? It's going to be pestilence. There's going to be all type of shit unleashed on this planet, on this earth, going to be earth, right? It's going to be earth. Nor the pestilence that walketh in darkness for the destruction, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee, right? That's why we done put our trust in the Lord. There's certain men that ain't gonna feel no destruction, no death, no hunger, no suffering, right? Because suffering is coming.
Let me tell you something. When the white man catch a cold, the black man catch a flu. We're in an economic crisis right now. Let me tell you just how bad it is, man. The banks that you put your money in right now, the banks that got your money, the one you Apple paying, Cash App and PayPal, selling, they just borrowed money from the Federal Reserve. They don't got no money right now. But wait, it get worse. NASA just announced that we're running out of oxygen on Earth right now. So we're running out of money and we're running out of air. So think about this, right? You talking about planning a girls trip for Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving. You know y'all be doing all these girls trips. Y'all trying to go to goddamn London somewhere. They done cut the goddamn air traffic control check. They ain't getting paid. So now all the flights canceled. 10% of the flights got canceled just today from this government shutdown. It's getting worse. Hold up, man. Food stamps still stopped. Thanksgiving still on halt right now. Even though a federal judge just told Trump just today from this government shutdown. It's getting worse. Hold up, man. Food stamps still stopped. Thanksgiving still on halt right now. Even though a federal judge just told Trump he better send them goddamn funds, he's still fighting that shit. And Thanksgiving just days away. Wait, it get worse. Let's say you a street ninja that's waiting on the packs right now. Yeah, I'm talking about you getting the boatload, the boat stop right now. The government got the boats on hold. It get worse, man. You got air on hold. You got a shortage of air. The banks ain't got no money. Ain't no food in the refrigerator. You got flights getting canceled. Thanksgiving government got the boats on hold. It get worse, man. You got air on hold. You got a shortage of air. The banks ain't got no money. Ain't no food in the refrigerator. You got flights getting canceled. Thanksgiving getting canceled. Christmas been canceled because ain't nobody got no goddamn money. And Donna and his friends, they not worrying about no goddamn government shut. Flights getting canceled. Thanksgiving getting canceled. Christmas been canceled because ain't nobody got no goddamn money. And Donna and his friends, they not worrying about no goddamn government shutdown. You know why? They fly private. They not affected. Yeah, they got food in their refrigerator. They still billionaires. Yeah, they ain't worried about no EBT. They ain't worried about none of that shit. So they ain't thinking about opening up the government right now. They beefing over some shit out of your control. If I was you right now, you better GED. Get every goddamn dollar. Make sure they ain't worried about none of that shit. So they ain't thinking about opening up the government.
I'm going to finish with the book of Luke 21 and 36. It says, watch ye therefore and pray always, right? You got to watch. Even the 2 goddamn thirds is watching. A regular Jake is watching. Everybody is seeing what the fuck is happening except what a zombie, the people that the Lord done put a blinder on. He said, you ain't going to see nothing. You ain't going to hear nothing. You're going to continue to believe in this system. That's really you're going to continue to believe in the world, right? Continue to believe in the world. It says, if you love the world, the love of the Father is not in you. And a lot of these people, they love this world, man. They love these high rises and these buildings and these suburban neighborhoods and these farms, right? They love being a slave to this devil's system. They love being getting a check and cashing a check. Man, when the Lord come, all that shit gonna come to an end, right? The former things are passed away. That's what's about to happen. This system, this life that we're living is about to come to a full end. It says, Luke 21 and 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. What's about to come to pass? All hell about to break loose in America. Right, the violence is about to increase due to what? A lack of bread. Right, due to a lack of bread, right? They're gonna send in military troops trying to quench and bring down the violence, but guess what? They ain't gonna help, because guess what? You're gonna have enemies coming in from other countries trying to take over this bitch and invade this bitch and spray up this bitch. Right, it's gonna be violence on all sides. Unless you're protected, unless you're the elect, you are in trouble. Shalom.